What is up, everybody? This is Trevor now, and welcome back. Now, unlike the past few videos we've done, this is probably going to be a bit longer, but let's just get into it. This video is deciding up until the recent It's Good to Be Bad trailer, which featured Grodd, Bane, Cold, and Scarecrow, basically, members of society. And I decided, you know what, let's look at what we've got so far up until then and try to figure out for ourselves who's on whose side. Now, to me, there are four sides. There's Brainiac, Regime, Insurgency, and the Society. And we're going to cover all of them, starting with the Brainiac, which I think he's going to be by himself. I think it's going to be Regime and Insurgency and possibly some Society members all grouping up together, trying to stop him. So, he's like the only one there. He's going to be the final guy and all of that. And he's done now. His side. Next, we're going to do Society, which has Grodd as its leadership. Then, more permanently, we know Cold, Scarecrow, Bane, Ivy, and Cheetah are there. And then there are two more, which I don't think they're exactly aligned with the Society, but they will work with them. One is Reverse Flash. While he is not a playable character, if you buy the Ultimate Edition, which hopefully I will be able to, you can get a outfit for Flash, which is Reverse Flash, and it has the voice with him, and he is in the story if you've watched the trailers. Finally, we have Atrocitus, which, if we remember Sinestro, he worked with the Lex Luthor and all of them. So it wouldn't be impossible to see Atrocitus working with people like Grodd or Bane. Next, we have the Regime, which is a pretty shorter list than it was last time. And I know that probably by now some of you are noticing, like, hey, why wasn't this character there? We'll get into that, so just give me a minute. For the Regime, we have Superman, Wonder Woman, and Cyborg. Next, we've got Insurgency, which is they've got more power on their side. Well, maybe not more power, but more members this time around. You got Batman, Blue Beetle, and Firestorm, which seem like they're, the new blood. Then you got Green Arrow and Black Canary. Then you got the Flash joining back up with them, along with the Lantern, Hal Jordan. And I believe Dr. Fate will also join up with them, because while he wasn't in the conflict last time, he did help out the Insurgency. Alright, now, for those of you who have noticed in this little bit of time I've talked, my words are going from me as they normally do. You will notice that there are some characters I have not named yet, and I like to call them the in-betweens, which they're going to be there, but they are divided in themselves, about who they should be with. Now, we're going to start this off with Catwoman. She's going to be with the Society. We've all seen that. But we also know she was a part of the Insurgency, and the only reason she left was to protect Batman. Now, in the game, we know she got pissed at him because he got pissed that she left. But I think she's going to try to turn herself back into a anti-hero, in a way, and she'll end up joining up with him. Like I said, where some of the members of the Society will fight Brainiac. Next, we got Aquaman. I think he's gonna be just like he was at the beginning of the Injustice comics, where he doesn't want to be involved in this. He wants to remain neutral in all that's happening with the Regime and Insurgency. But in the end, he's gonna end up siding with Batman. Now, by the way, these are all, some of these are, confirmed by looking at their character bios on the website. And then some of them are just, you know, we're just theorizing. Just to point that out to anyone who's like, I believe you're wrong. But next up, we've got Harley Quinn. Which, if you remember the first trailer, we saw Batman looking at a whole bunch of monitors. And he just sees Harley Quinn just stop beating up a guy. Instead of doing anything about it, he just turns the screen off. And it seems like, from what I'm getting from the trailers and the bio, she's starting to slowly lose herself. Like, she's slowly going bit by bit. Now, I think she's going to be in between, where she's with the insurgency, but she's also basically by herself, because she wants to kill Superman. You know, she still loves the Joker, even though at the end of the last Injustice it made it seem like she didn't. Alright, next up we got Black Adam, which, as far as we know, he's hiding out the remaining regime members, like Cyborg and Wonder Woman. But I think he's more for his kingdom than them. And something I'd like to point out actually in terms of story, I think he's going to bite the dust in this against Superman. Because if any indication of one of the trailers, it seems like he's trying to maintain control of the regime, but then Superman's coming to take it back by force. And in the process, he kills them. And I'm going to go in more into that a little bit with one more character after we go to do this next character. So hold up a second on this. Alright, next we've got Robin, who was a huge Superman supporter in the Injustice series. And this is Damian Wayne Robin, not Tim Drake or Jason Todd. But I think he's gonna be split down this one, because it seems like the trailers make it seem like him and Batman are going closer and trying to mend old wounds. But there's no really telling of that. And we get to our final in-betweener, which is Supergirl, which we're going back to the Black Adam thing. I think Superman's gonna kill him, and it's gonna make Supergirl see him like, you are not the hero that you're supposed to be. Instead of being with the regime or Superman, she's gonna turn on him and go to Batman. Now, for those of you who have actually focused, or at least stayed for most of the video, there's been one name we haven't said, and that's because I got no idea who this guy's gonna be. I have no idea whose side he's gonna be. And that's Swamp Thing. He's gonna protect the Glen at all cost, but we have no idea whose side he's gonna pick in the process of trying to decide this. And I'm gonna leave that to you. I want you guys to kind of say in the comments who you think he's gonna side with, or if he's gonna side with anyone. Anyways, if you guys liked the video, give it a like, obviously. If you liked it that much, check out the rest of the channel. We have more Injustice stuff. And I will see you next time. Take care.
I'm not a psychopath. I'm a high-functioning psychopath.